Hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Yunus. I have around 15 years of experience in fire protection field, and I have a lots of experience in petrochemical refineries in Aramco and many chemical and oil gas field in Sabic and Saudi Electricity Company in the substations, in the plants, power generation, in distribution, and uh, I hold a bachelor degree of electrical and electronics engineering, and currently I am doing my master degree in thermal engineering. I hold many certificate from Nfpa like certified fire protection specialist. I am a certified fire inspector level 1 and level 2. I hold many training and courses from Nfpa like Nfpa 72 training course, Nfpa 20 installation of fire pump, Nfpa 13 installation of sprinkler system, Nfpa 25 inspection, testing and maintenance of waterway system. Today I am delivering and the presentation regarding the Nfpa 72 fire alarm and signaling code. This code this code is consist of 29 chapter. All are the important and categorized in many sections covering documentation, fundamentals, and then the system requirement. In addition of this main chapter, we have annexure A to J. This A to J annexure as explanatory material, and it is not part of this code, or in this not a part of this code, and this is only for informational purpose to understand the basic requirement of the this code. Okay, let's start the chapter number 10. I will deliver chapter number 10, fundamentals, outlines of this fire alarm and signaling code. The basic function of complete fire alarm and signaling code is described in this chapter. Okay, let's start the chapter number 10. This is the general requirement of this code. The basic function of this fire alarm system complete in this chapter, and the purpose of this fire alarm and signaling code shall be primary to provide the notification of alarm, supervisory and trouble condition to alert the occupant to evacuate the building or premises to go to the safe side to the assembly point. uh, all devices and appliances used of this control unit shall be listed for this use. That means the fire alarm control panel, the devices, detector, manual call points, uh, or primary supply, secondary supply, if we use the generator, all are should be listed for this used. Okay, and equipment shall be designated like they are capable to perform the 85% to 110% of the nameplate under shall be tested as per the manufacturing conditions, as per the temperature between 32 degree Fahrenheit to 100 degree Fahrenheit generally. The design and installations, the qualification of the personnel will be like system designer shall be qualified as per the plan, and design specifications shall be developed according with this code. Person who are experienced in design, application, installation, testing of the system shall be do this fire alarm system, and the qualification of this personnel shall be submitted to AHA for any uh, for the approvals of the approval. All devices and an applicant use shall be installed, test and performance as described by the manufacturer instruction and this code. For example, initiating devices shall be according to the installed, tested as per the chapter number 17, and the notification devices shall be installed, tested, and maintained according to the chapter number 18. And there is a chapter number 14 for inspection, testing, and maintenance of the fire alarm system. So it will be inspect, test, and maintain as per the chapter number 14 of this code and as per the manufacturer requirement. The system designer, system installer, system testing personnel, system programmer, and the plan examiner and service personnel who is doing the services, who is doing the programming of the system, shall be qualified as per the code requirement, and the documentation shall be submitted to the AHJ for the approvals. Okay, let's start the system primary power supply. There is a supply. There is two type of supply: the primary power supply and secondary power supply. All primary power supply and secondary power supply shall be installed according to the applicable requirement of the uh, chapter number according to the code of Nfpa 70. Each primary and secondary power supply shall be adequate capacity for this applications, and monitoring of the primary or secondary power supply shall be according to this section. Battery shall be marked with month and year of the manufacturing format, and battery shall be installed against ground fault, shall be protected from physical damage and against the corrosion. uh, Battery shall be, there is two type of supply, and there is two type of power supply. There is a one primary power supply and there is a secondary power supply. The fire alarm system must have two independent power supply like primary power supply and secondary power supply to ensure they are remains operational. Even if the primary power supply is failed, then secondary power supply will be work in the same capacity. For example, there is a primary power supply, should be like the acceptable source is like commercial or light or power. Like in here in Saudi Arabia, there is a Saudi electricity company who provide the supply, so it will be like utility power. And second, maybe we will use engine driven generator. This generator is permitted in some condition. If there is we use the engine driven generator, the trained person for its operation should be on duty of all the times, and the key requirement of this must be reliable and continuous power supply. A dedicated branch circuit shall be required. This must be marked with the mark at the main breaker supply. This breaker used for the fire alarm system, and should be in the red color and should be in the lock position and should be accessible only for the authorized person, and occupied within the circuit breaker should be locked with the guard. Okay, primary power supply circuit breaker must be switched or interrupted by personnel is only by the qualified personnel. And there is a secondary power supply to ensure is same adequate capacity to ensure the fire alarm system when the adequate capacity. When the primary power supply is failed, we will use the secondary power supply. The acceptable battery supply is like shielded acid battery, nickel cadmium, and automatic generator we can use if generator used with the transfer switch. If the primary power supply is failed, the transfer switch the primary power supply to the secondary as a generator driven generator with the transfer switch. This must be transfer and start the generator within 60 seconds when the primary power supply is failed. Require battery backup to cover the generator on the when the transfer is delayed. For example, how we will calculate the primary power supply, secondary power supply. That secondary power supply shall be capable to operate the system uh, in 24-hour standby power uh, and 5-minute alarm condition when the non-voice alarm system is used. When the voice alarm system will be used, it shall be a 15-minute alarm period. Like voice alarm system, if we use any annunciator system like speaker to announce the system, it should be 15 minutes in the alarm condition. There is a when we calculate the second power supply like battery, so we have to determine we have to calculate the standby means normal operating condition and the alarm conditions over draw current when the alarm will come. So we have to calculate both standby load and the alarm load. So for example, we have fire alarm panel 1 and we have some smoke detector like 50 smoke detector are there, and we have a manual call point 20, and we have a notification power supply horn stove like 40 numbers, and fixed telephone voice panel 1. The standby current for fire alarm system is 150, smoke detector 0.02, or the standby current different for as per the manufacturer data sheet. So we have to calculate for all fire alarm control panel notification device, initiating device is in standby mode, and same we can calculate in alarm mode. So when we calculate in standby mode and in alarm mode, we have to add both of them and will be calculated for 24-hour and converted it to the milliampere to the ampere divided by 1000 and multiply by 24 hours for 1 day for 24 hours as per the NFPA requirement. The and after that the total will come, and we will apply the safety factor as per NFPA 25, NFP 72 2025 edition. The safety factor is 1.25, so we have to add this margin 1.25% of this current percentage of this current to add the with alarm and standby current. So final calculation will come, the selected voltage and ampere will come, so we will use this to two battery in the series and acid battery, shielded lead acid battery for example. So later on there is many things like signal priority. We have a alarm condition, we have a pre-alarm condition, we have a supervisory condition, we have a trouble condition. So always alarm condition will be predecessed to the alarm condition will be predecessed to the supervisory signal, and supervisory in precedent to the trouble. So based on that, the programmer will program this. So this all will be programmed in the fire alarm. In case of supervisory is there, in case and same time we have alarm condition, so alarm will be show first and then it will go to supervisory, then it will go to a trouble condition. There is a documentation for as per NFPA 2025 edition. We have a documentation cabinet should be installed near to the fire alarm condition for the drawings, for the manufacturing data sheet for it, for easy testing maintenance for the contractor. Thank you very much. Thank you.